and people. Uh, Welcome to my show. Welcome to my program. I'm hoping that all of you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, please put a comment because I have these headphones. سلام دوستان، اگر صدای من میشنوید لطفا بگید. من این هدفون رو دفعه اولی هست که دارم استفاده میکنم. امیدوارم که صدای من رو داشته باشید. دوستانی که هستن اگر کامنت بدن که من بدونم که صدای من رو میشنون ممنون خواهم شد. Hello people, if you can hear me, please put a comment so I would know that you guys can hear me. All right, let's start. Actually, today we would like to talk about the new policy. The new incident happened in Iran. The Iranian government actually start increasing the funds for the Islamic groups, specifically like the daughter of Qasem Soleimani. For those of you who do not know who is Qasem Soleimani, I'm just gonna show his picture. This is Qasem Soleimani. If you guys don't know this guy, he was actually he was in charge of the international how to say programs and projects of the Islamic regime to promote Islamism, to be more precise, the Shia Islam in the region, not only Middle East, but the whole, basically the whole region. If you guys can basically see this, Qasem Soleimani was the leader of the the Iranian army to, as I said, promote Islamism, Shia to be more precise, outside the country. This guy, he got killed by the attack the U.S. Army had around a year ago. He got shot and dead in Iraq while he was actually doing something. He was on duty to do how to say, a project over there. So the U.S. Army recognized he's around and shot him and killed him. The Islamic regime actually was so how to say, they were just so shocked and how to say, confused about the thing happened those days, and then they were just trying to justify it somehow and trying to find some other people to take the place of him, and then try to continue the project he had in some other levels with some other people. A couple of days ago, if you guys may know, this guy also got terror in Tehran. This guy, his name is Fakhri Poor, if I'm not mistaken. Fakhri Poor. No, not her for sure. Yeah, this guy. This guy got shot also, and then he dead now. And he was actually one of the most important people regarding the nuclear program the Iranian, the Islamic regime of Iran is running at the moment. And also he got shot and he's dead now. So the thing is, the Iranian regime, after his death and after the Qasem Soleimani death, tried to somehow increase the budget for these specific organizations and try to basically say to the world that we're not we're not weak, and all the things that you did is not gonna stop us from the things that we used to do. And you know what? The money is gonna come out of the Iranian people's pocket. The whole actually, the whole Give me a second. All right, sorry guys. What I was saying is like the money for continuing this project is gonna come out of the actually Iranian people pocket. So today we would like to discuss why is that and why the Islamic regime of Iran actually um, think that it's all right and it's okay to get the money out of the Iranian people's pocket and promote Islamism. I'm hoping the voice is here. Ahmed Sadahas. If you guys can hear me, as I said, it's the first time I'm using this headphone, so I'm hoping there is no problem with the voice right now. Yeah. So I would like to be focused in this program. I'd like to be focused more on this girl. I mean, this specific person. Yeah, her. Um, Zeinab Soleimani. The daughter of Qasem Soleimani. Let me just trying to find a proper picture of her. Soleimani. Yeah, that's her. Here's that for. All right, thank you, Ahmed. Yeah, that's her. Actually, she's now in charge of specific organization called Qasem Soleimani organization, and basically she responsible for the goals and the project her father used to do. I'm hoping all you can see her right now. Um, and then today we had like a very shocking sort of news that this girl, Zainab, is supposed to get more funds by the Islamic regime to, as I said, promote Islamism in the whole region. Yeah, I think that's a good shot. You can see the both assholes around. This is Qasem Soleimani, yeah, the big terrorist who got shot by the U.S. Army in Iraq. And on the left side, you will see her daughter, Zeinab Soleimani, who is in charge of the organization called Qasem Soleimani Organization. And based on this news that we had today, sorry guys, this is the first time I'm doing the whole thing by myself, so it's a bit like odd that I'm a bit slow organizing things. So if I just go back over here, yeah. Today we had this news basically that Qasem Soleimani's daughter is supposed to have so much funds from the budget of the country. Yeah, as you see over here, استد دولت روحانی 8.5 میلیارد تومان برای بنیاد دختر قاسم سلیمانی بودجه تهیه کرد. Said like the government of Iran gonna pay 8.5 like Iranian, like, okay, we have to say like that, 85 million riyals, Iranian riyals, for the organization that is run by the Qasem Soleimani's daughter, Zainab. And as you guys most probably know, the Iranian people are having a very difficult time at the moment because of this sanction, first of all, and the whole Corona crisis. It's really affecting the economy. So people are really under pressure, both economically, because as I said, they're losing their jobs. So many people have lost their jobs, and before that, the sanction, the international sanction against Iran, has really affected the Iranians' economy, and also the so many people have lost their loved ones. So many people are actually jailed at home. They're experiencing lockdown in Iran. So basically, it's not a great situation for the Iranian people. And now, this money, which actually belongs to the Iranian people, it's going to the Qasem Soleimani's daughter, Zainab. So Zainab can promote what all these, like, Islamist idiots used to do. So the question would be, why is that, and like why the Iranian people follow such a policy? The answer would be, for me, actually, somehow actually I can answer this question is, basically they're trying to, as I said, like send this message to the whole world that we are actually strong enough. So, like by attacking the scientists, by attacking the generals in the army, you cannot stop the Islamic regime from the things they were planned to do. And also, they were trying to like not put oppressions on the people. One other effect that this policy gonna have on everyone, including the people living in Europe, here in Sweden, for example, is that these guys actually are promoting Islamism, and radical Islamists are getting more funds by the government to do the Islamic ritual, or like to promote and advertise for the Islamic how to say rituals here in Europe, including Sweden. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna show you this person, Zahra Alavi. She's actually very famous. She's like a figure of she's very famous actually, basically, regarding the Islamic events and stuff. She had basically she was one of the speakers of a hijab seminar last year here in Stockholm. And these are the people actually getting funded by the Iranian government. I don't have any specific clue that Zahra Alavi, which I'm going to show you one of her video in a moment, is getting funded by the Islamic regime. But I'm pretty sure people like her that are outside the country and they have mosques, they run seminars, they have institutes, they're getting funds by the specific government, which is like Islamic regime Iran is one of those. So it's a threat. It's a global threat for everyone, not only for the people of Iran who are actually under the oppression of the Islamists, for the people living in Europe, here in Sweden, the whole Scandinavia, France, Germany, UK, everyone actually are somehow affected by the policy they running. Uh, Let me show you this person, Zara Levy. As I said, she was one of the speakers at the hijab seminar a year ago here in Stockholm. And the Swedish government somehow like welcome her to have a hijab seminar here in Stockholm. I'm just gonna turn on the sound. I'm hoping you can hear her. Somehow here is just talking about the Prophet Muhammad, and she's trying to explain why making cartoons and making jokes about the Prophet is not freedom of speech, and why like Samuel Paty was deserved to be beheaded by the Islamists. I'm just gonna turn on the sound. Hopefully you can hear what she's saying. Can you guys hear it? Can you hear the sound? If you can hear her, can you please اگه صدای زهرا علوی رو میشنوید لطفا تو کامنت بنویسید. اگر نه من باید هدفون رو عوض کنم. If you can hear what she's saying, please let me know. Okay, it's not apparently. Just give me a second. Actually, yeah. Okay, thank you, Hamid. I'm supposed to change this thing. All right then. I just changed the microphone, and let me just try this. I'm just gonna
All right, sorry guys. As I said, this is the first time I'm doing the whole thing by myself, so I'm just sort of slow about the whole things. But yeah, I'm hoping you can hear me now. Here, actually, let me just do it again. Yeah.
Freedom of speech is essentially having the freedom to
That's
express
her.
yourself.
I'm hoping you can hear her now.
Your views.
This is Zara Alevi, guys. Let me just like stop it. For those of you who just joined the show, this is Zara Alevi, one of the most famous figure of the Shia Muslim people in the whole world. These people getting funded by the Islamic regime to promote Islamism. Here in this video, actually, she talking about the freedom of speech, and she's trying to justify how killing people only because they will draw a cartoon, it's fine and it's okay. So I mean, these the things that she's saying in this video is somehow irrelevant to our topic, but I just want to show you who we talking about, what sort of people we talking about. She's out, she lives in London, and she just travel a lot all around the world to promote Islamism, hijab for children, hijab for women, how the funds are supposed to be dedicated for the Islamic ritual, Ashura, Muharram, and these sort of things. And when we're talking about basically about this news, which is the daughter of Qasem Soleimani is getting millions of Iranian rials to actually promote the organization they have. It's a threat for everyone, basically. So everyone should somehow be scared of the things happening. Let's just have a look at one of the Zeinab Soleimani speech, and let's see how she talks. Zeinab Soleimani. Actually, I will try to translate because basically this speech is in Persian, but I will try to translate somehow, so all of you guys would see and would understand what she's saying. Oh, it's got subtitles. موجب بیداری بیشتر فطرت انسانها در جبهه مقاومت شده و روزگار آنها را تیره و تار و خانه‌های عنکبوتی آنها را فرو خواهد. All right, guys. She basically putting some threats to the U.S. Army and the other people, saying by killing us, we're gonna be much more stronger. I mean, to summarize what she's saying. She's saying the crazy, Trump, arrogant, and plaything of Zionism don't think that everything. Don't think everything is over with my father's. Well, they say March Drum. I would say he got shot and he deserved it, really. پدرم به پدری داشت که در کنارش بود، در کنارش ایستاد و ما هم همانند پدرم در کنارش خواهیم ماند. So he said, she's saying is my father had a father who stood by his side, and we too like his father and really stand by him. Just imagine, she got funds, she got billions of Iranian rials to promote these idiots and this bullshit all around the world. I mean, don't you guys feel really disgusted to see these people? The bunch of disgusting animals, if you ask me, trying to promote everything, trying to promote Islamism in the whole world. And she got funded. I would like to show you another video for those of you guys living in Scandinavia, specifically Sweden. This may shock you. Let's watch this one. This is actually another video by the Shia Islamists that actually they made it here in Sweden to promote the Ashura and like another like Islamic rituals. Basically, Ashura is a ceremony that belongs to the Shia Muslims. They believe the third Imam got executed. Basically, God died in a very brutal way by the enemy of Islam. And by the enemy of Islam, they mean the other Muslims, basically, which did not really accept the leadership of the third Imam. It goes back to like 1,400 years ago, and they still like having these like ceremonies and like funeral events here in Stockholm and all around the world. Who pays the money? The Iranian people, and somehow the Swedish government gave them funds. So I'm trying to actually point out and like make awareness of what's happening regarding the policy of the Swedish government and the Iranian government and the whole world. For those of you living in Sweden, please watch this video very carefully. This happened in Sweden, in Stockholm, not in Iran. So as long as like this Iranian government are funding people like Zeinab Soleimani or like other Islamic terrorists or like Islamic figures, if they are not like 100% terrorists, like Zahra Alavi, which I showed the video, these sort of events gonna happen very close to us. I mean, at the center of Stockholm. Let's just watch the video. Let's see. Yep. So you see, guys, this is another video.
Intresset för religion och andlighet är så stort för så många. På min resa genom Sverige träffar jag människor som alla har en sak gemensamt. De har funnit en tro.
Well, that's not a good example, I guess, because it's just like some sort of a documentary, but let's just watch this one. Yeah, this happened 2018. Watch this, people. This is central. This is at the central of Stockholm. You see these idiots? They got the money, they got the license, and they're promoting Islam here in Sweden, in Stockholm. Yeah. This is disgusting. This has to be banned, actually. This is year 2020, almost 2021. And you see these people still like running the ceremonies here in Europe. So as I said, the news of like, the increase of fund for Islamic terrorist organization is a threat for everyone. Also, basically, the money that goes to the Sharia Police in Iran has gone up. And Sharia Police is in charge of like to be like violently react to the people who refuse to wear hijab or like they're semi-veiled. In continue, I'm gonna show you some other videos so you guys would get some ideas what sort of people we're talking about. This is disgusting, actually, but I'm forcing myself to watch this so you guys would get the idea what we're talking about. All right, enough with these idiots. Shut up, really. Yeah, as I said, the other thing, actually, the other funds, the other group of these Islamists that getting funds are the Sharia Police, who are in charge of like treat violently against Iranian girls who refuse to wear hijab. So yeah, thank you, Mano. Yeah, it's still going on. Precisely, because as long as like these government are like have the best economic, I mean European government has the best economic and like political situation, political relation with the Islamic regime of Iran, this gonna like continue. We're gonna actually see more of these things actually in Europe again. As I said, the Islamic regime has increased the fund of the Sharia Police. I'm going to show you a video of those people, of these sort of like a Sharia Police. So basically, you would get the idea what sort of people we talking about. Just give me a second. Yeah, let's watch this video, for example. This happened in Iran 2 years ago.
ما دوست داریم اینطوری باشیم. غلط کردی. درست صحبت کن. بگو بیا ببینم چی میخواد بشه. شما اگه گشت باشین درست صحبت میکنی. اینطوری که ما همین
So the police actually, this is the official police, is having some conflict with the girls who are semi-veiled, which has like a, they have like a half hijab. And they're talking to one of those Sharia police. Yeah, you see her, one of those black women. Basically, they are in charge of attacking women who refuse to wear hijab, or like semi-hijab.
آخه چه مشکلی من دارم الان شما چیزم الان چه چیزی معلومه اینجا چه رنگیه گفتم دیگه صورتی نیست تاب زیریمه خب عزیزم برو
Yeah, she's saying like, you know, your, how to say, your top under is pink and we can hear the pink things. So you're not supposed to wear like this on the street in Iran. And now she's getting arrested because of that. These people, they're getting more funds and money by the Iranian regime to keep on do the same thing against the Iranian people. And these people has the best. Let me just stop it. You see these idiots? These people and the government who support them has the best economic and political relations with the EU, European countries. If you like watching this program and you're living in Europe, like Netherlands, Sweden, any countries, bear in mind that the government of your own country are actually working side by side with these, how to say, horrible faces that you see in the videos. So if they still in power, it's not only because of the Islamic regime of Iran, it's because the European governments support these idiots to put oppressions against the Iranian people. Next year, they're gonna have more funds out of the Iranians' pocket. Iranian people who are suffering from the sanctions, who are suffering from the corona crisis, are supposed to pay more money to these idiots to control them and put them under pressure and force them to follow the barbaric Islamic rituals.
نه ربطی نداره عقاید شما هم پس باید تو خونت باشه قانونیه که شما گذاشتی نه یه لحظه من بهشون بدم من 40 تا
These people are gonna have more money next year.
20 تا چند ماه رفتم والا
اختیاریه حجاب اختیاریه
حالا به شما
Yeah. Okay. So I'm hoping all of you guys got my point. We have to do something, actually. We have to protest against such irony and like anti-human policy. The Iranian regime of Iran got no rights whatsoever to get the money out of the Iranians' pocket and like waste it on the Islamism and Islamic organizations. This has to be ended. People like Zahra Alavi, which I'm going to show one other, actually, another video of her, are not welcome here in Europe, Sweden, UK, whatever they live in. Like, if they're gonna have some sort of events, if they're gonna like run basically like seminars, festivals, and stuffs, these people actually have to be banned and to be kicked out somehow from the Europe. I'm just gonna go for another video by this Zahra Alavi, so basically you guys would know who I'm talking about. That's a good one, actually. Right. Just get at her.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am back with another quick video, and today we are going to be speaking about the Black Lives Matter movement, which has brought about a lot of discussion.
You see, she's gonna talk about the Black Lives Matter movements. Islamists, actually, I'm trying to, you know what? Let me tell you something. Like all of these, left movements that somehow are anti the government, anti the systems. The Islamists actually they try to somehow say it's the same movement that they're running, and they somehow destroy the whole thing. Like she's not the only one. I know so many other Islamists trying to trying to say the Black Lives Matter movements or any other sort of movements belongs to us and we are the people, which is which is 100% wrong, because these people are the reason many people in Middle East are suffering. They're getting the money out of the Iranians and like Middle Eastern pocket to promote Islam, say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, blah blah blah, in Europe. These idiots, and she's one of those. As I said, she had like a seminar about hijab a year ago in Stockholm. Let's watch this video.
Police brutality, criminal justice, and essentially...
You see, she's talking about police brutality. Remember the video I just showed you? How the police is treating the Iranian women on the street? And now she's talking about the police brutality against the black people in the US. Who led these idiots? Who led these people to come to Europe and promote Islamism? The Swedish government, the European government should be ashamed of themselves, and they're supposed to do something against this hypocritical policy.
The topic of racism towards the black community in general. What really prompted me to make these videos are the words of Hussein, son of Ali. When I saw George Floyd asking for water before being killed, it really reminded me of the master of martyrs, the one who died thirsty and while asking for water.
Yeah.
Now, his words are the words of wisdom, and Hussein said, those who are...
Okay, shut the fuck off. I'm fed up hearing you guys. All right, yeah. I'm hoping you get the point. As I said, I'm trying to basically raise awareness against the danger of Islamism in the whole world. If the Islamists in Iran are getting more funds, that's a threat for everyone, and everyone basically should have some sort of protest against such a policy. What we can do is, if you're living in Europe, you guys can do is actually you can put pressure the European governments to stop and boycott the Islamic regime of Iran. The Islamic regime of Iran's diplomats here in Europe are not the representatives of the Iranian people. Basically, they are the murderers of the Iranian people. You can actually, as a European citizens, you can join the organization, like political organization, or fight against the Islamic regime. You can sign the petition that we're running, and you can actually support the European political party who are against the Iranian regime. And that's somehow you can protect the Europe and your own local and your own society from the threat of Islamism. Yeah, I think you got my point. If you guys got any question or anything you would like to point out, you can put a comment or you can let me know later on. On the next part of the program, I'm gonna talk in Persian, and I'm trying to explain what happened regarding this budget things. And I'm trying to explain to the Iranian people, to the Farsi speakers, what we can do and what we're supposed to do regarding the policy that the Islamic regime of Iran is following in order to promote Islamism in the whole region and in the Europe and the North America. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna have a 30 minutes counting. I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna continue the program in Persian. Thank you. And as I said, let me know what you think about the content of the program. Thanks. خب سلام میکنم رفقا، خیلی خیلی خوش اومدید. من این برنامه رو، این بخش دوم برنامه هست، من سعی خواهم کرد که در این بخش فارسی صحبت بکنم و تا حدی برشت توضیح بدم که چه اتفاقاتی داره میفته و ما چه کارهایی رو میتونیم انجام بدیم در جهت اینکه اعتراض بکنیم به سیاست‌های عمیقاً غیر انسانی جمهوری اسلامی. این برنامه زنده هست. اگر نکته نظری دارید میتونید به صورت کامنت بنویسید و یا اگر میخواید که در برنامه شرکت بکنید به من بگید که براتون لینک بفرستم، به استودیو بیایید و در برنامه شرکت بکنید. قبلش در حقیقت خبری رو من میخوام اینجا بهتون نشون بدم که موضوع بحث ما هست. این خبر ببینید، فکر میکنم دیروز بود یا پیروز بود این خبر اومد که قرار هست که 8.5 میلیارد تومان برای بنیاد دختر قاسم سلیمانی زینب خانم که با یکی از این انصار حزب الله هم در لبنان هم اخیراً ازدواج کرد، این فرد در حقیقت این بودجه بهش اختصاص داده بشه که بتونه صرف به هر صورت سیاستایی که پدر تروریستش انجام میداد، حالا خودش با صرف این بودجه در حقیقت بتونه اون اهداف رو پیش ببره. جالبه که اینجا ما این حسن روحانی رو هم میبینیم، رئیس جمهوری که خب خیلی از کسایی که به هر صورت حتی مرزبندی داشتن با جمهوری اسلامی به نوعی رفتن به این فرد رأی دادن، به این اعتبار که خب این شخص میتونه جلوی سیاست‌های جمهوری اسلامی رو بگیره. همین فرد هست که به هر صورت بودجه زینب جون و ما بقیه به هر صورت گشت‌های ارشاد رو افزایش داده و به نوعی داره مردم ایران رو بیشتر تحت فشار میذاره که قوانین اسلامی رو رعایت بکنن و به جمهوری اسلامی تمکین بکنن. مردمی که میدونیم که به هر صورت فقیر هستن، کرونا زده هستن، در لاکداون هستن و غیره. اینقدر این خبر واقعا حقیقتش برای خود من ناراحت کننده بود که به ذهنم رسید این برنامه اکسترا رو بذارم و سعی بکنم که به هر صورت در رابطه باش صحبت بکنیم که ما چیکار میتونیم بکنیم که به هر صورت این بساط و این به هر صورت دریوزگی که حاکمیت جمهوری اسلامی علیه مردم خودش میکنه به نوعی به پایان برسه و ادامه پیدا نکنه. ببینید دوستانی که برنامه رو میبینن مثل عطیه لطفاً کامنت بدن که من بعد بتونم کامنت ها رو روی صفحه نشون بدم. خب ما میشناسیم به اصلا مردمی که در ایران زندگی میکنن خیلی خوب این به هر صورت زینب سلیمانی رو میشناسن و میدونن که چه لومپنیه به معنای واقعی کلمه. واقعا جای تاسف داره که این فرد و به هر صورت بنیادی که وابسته به قاسم سلیمانی تروریست هستی همچین بودجه رو از جیب مردم ایران قراره دریافت بکنه، خرج سیاست‌های خودشون در ایران و سایر کشورهای جهان بکنن. یک اتفاقی که حالا من اینجا الان میخوام روش در تو باش صحبت بکنم به نظر من بسیار مهم هست اینه که شما دقت بکنید که این بودجه ها و این کارهایی که اینا به این ارگانیزیشن ها میدن به داخل مرزهای ایران خلاصه نمیشه. اینها به هر صورت در خارج از کشور، حالا از خاورمیانه تا بگذریم بیایم در با اروپا و آمریکای شمالی صحبت بکنیم، اینا در خارج از کشور بودجه های زیادی رو صرف میکنن که تفکر اسلامی رو در سطح جهان بسط و گسترش بدن. در کشورهای مختلف مسجد میسازن، کتاب خونه میسازن، امام میفرستن، سمینار و فستیوال برگزار میکنن و غیره. یکی از این افرادی که من خیلی دلم میخواد مخاطبین فارسی زبان ما این فرد خوب بشناسن و در صورت تو صفحاتش برن، پستایی که میذاره و مطالبی رو که به صورت منتشر میکنه رو ببینن و بخونن و نسبت بهش آگاهی باشن. یه فردی هست به نام زهرا علوی که با زبان خیلی سلیس انگلیسی در حقیقت تبلیغ اسلام میکنه. ساکن لندن هست این فرد و شیعه هست. یک زمان با پرس تیوی قبلا ها کار میکرده و الان مستقل هست، ولی خب از سبک و سیاق برنامه سازیش و ویدیوهایی که میسازه که الان چند تاشو نشونتون میدم به وضوح میشه فهمید که این فرد دستش به جایی بنده و خب به حساب مجرم درجه یک جمهوری اسلامی هست که ما میدونیم با پولی که صرف میکنه این افراد رو پروموت میکنه، بهشون تجهیزات میده، امکانات میده که ویدیو بسازن، در سطح فضای مجازی حضور داشته باشن و غیره. خوب دقت بکنید به صحبت‌های این فرد، البته به زبان انگلیسی هست ولی خوب دقت بکنید به سبک و سیاق فیلم سازیش و صحبتایی که این فرد میکنه تا ببینید که این پولایی که به هر صورت از جیب مردم خرج میشه کجا میره. اجازه بدید من این رو نشونتون بدم. در حقیقت یوتیوب چنل این فرد رو شما ببینید. بله همونجوری که میبینید اسمش زهرا العلوی هست. اون موقع که 1 سال پیش تقریبا اومده بود استکهلم برای سمینار حجاب بهش میگفتن سیستر زهرا، یعنی سیسترش هم خواهرش هم اون پسوندش بود. 5000 و خورده 5000 و اندی فالوور داره، سابسکرایبر داره در حقیقت یوتیوب. اجازه بدید من برم صفحه اینستاگرام این فرد رو هم بیارم چون در اینستاگرام هم خیلی فعاله و کارهای زیادی میکنه. جا اگه ما بگیم زهرا العلوی میبینید که میذارم که در صفحه بیاد. نه اینجا مثل اینکه خب اجازه بدید پس من این رو باید خارج بشم. یه دونه اسکرین شات دیگه. بله همونطور که میبینید اینم صفحه در حقیقت اینستاگرامیش هست، زهرا العلوی. 19100 نفرم فالوش میکنن. اینم ویدیوهاش هست و اینم پستاییه که میذاره. خوب میخوام دقت بکنید که بشناسید این افراد در حقیقت کیا هستن و این پولایی که به هر صورت از جیب مردم میره کجاها خرج میشه. یه ویدیو از این زهرا علوی ببینیم بعد برمیگردیم یه مقدار بیشتر صحبت میکنیم در رابطه با زهرا علوی و زهرا علوی ها. نگاه کنید ببینم کدومش خوبه. مثلا people of King. مثلا این گفته که قرآن در رابطه با زنان مسلمان چی میگه؟ قرآن در رابطه با حجاب زنان مسلمان چی میگه؟ ببینید این ویدیوها مشخص ویدیوهای حرفه‌ای هست. پول خرج شده برای این ویدیوها.
Many people may believe that women who wear the hijab wear it because they are forced or that they have no say in the matter. We as Muslims follow the Quran. So, does the Quran actually command women to wear the hijab? I wanted to know exactly what the Quran has said in regards to modesty and the physical veil. Chapter 24, verse number 31. You see the Quran talking about and commanding women to wear the physical veil.
ویدیوش هم طولانی نیست، 2 دقیقه است. داره در رابطه با حجاب صحبت میکنه و اینکه به اساس تو قرآن چه صحبتایی شده در رابطه با حجاب.
So it's clear that the Quran does command women in wearing the head coverings and extending it to cover their heads and chests. If we look at another verse, chapter 33, verse number 59, the word jalabib is mentioned. Jalabib is the plural for jilbab, which means a loose outer garment. This means that the Islamic dress code, as described by the Holy Quran for women, is not just only the head covering, but it's also a loose garment which...
خب این یکی از ویدیوهای این فرد بود که داشت در رابطه با حجاب صحبت می‌کرد که فلسفه حجاب چیه. می‌بینید که بساط ادیت کردن و ساختن این ویدیوها کار هر کی نیست. مشخصه که این پول خرج میکنه، وقت میذاره و این ویدیوها رو میسازه. این فقط یه ویدیوش. از این ویدیوها زهرا علوی زیاد داره. یه ویدیوی دیگه اجازه بدید براتون بذارم که اینم در نوع خودش جالب هست. یه ویدیویی در رابطه با جنبشی که راه افتاد برای احقاق حقوق سیاه‌پوستان در امریکا. ایشون در اون ویدیو خیلی به طرز خیلی عجیب و جالبی به خشونت پلیس علیه در حقیقت مردم و سیاه‌پوستان اعتراض میکنه. کسی که خودش طرفدار جمهوری اسلامی هستش که به هر صورت خون مردم ایران تو شیشه کرده. دقت کنید.
So those are the 3 videos I shall be filming for you all. So if you haven't already hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell to be informed.
تبلیغ میکنه سابسکرایبش هم بکنید.
So now that we have got all that introduction out the way, let's jump right into today's video. I will try to keep the video short and try to just tackle the main points. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So in today's video, we shall be discussing the topic at hand, which is systematic racism.
Systematic racism. خیلی جالبه. ایشون الان اینجا داره از راسism و نژاد پرستی سیستماتیک در امریکا حرف میزنه و انتقاد میکنه به خشونتی که علیه مردم از جانب پلیس اعمال شد. اون وقت این فرد پول میگیره، بودجه میگیره، با پرس تیوی جمهوری اسلامی کار میکنه، جمهوری اسلامی که مردم خودش، زنا و دخترای خودش رو سیستماتیک میزنه، میکشه، اسید میکشه، اعدام میکنه. همین در حقیقت چند روز آینده سمیناری برگزار خواهد شد به مناسبت 10مین سالگرد اعدام شهلا جاهد. شهلا جاهدی که دیگه کیسش رو شما میدونید به چه شکلی جمهوری اسلامی این فرد دستگیر کرد، اتهام دروغی بهش زد و کشتش. و این فرد، این زهرا علوی، یکی از اون اسلامیستاییه که با پول مردم ایران در خارج از کشور تبلیغ میکنه و ماله میکشه برای جمهوری اسلامی. حالا گوش بدیم ببینیم چی میگه.
Number one, we shall be discussing racism in the USA, the history of racism, police brutality, criminal justice system, and the murder of George Floyd. Number two, we shall be discussing racism in the UK. Many may say...
میگه که در چند سه نکته رو میخوایم صحبت کنیم. نکته اول در رابطه با تاریخ نژاد پرستی و خشونت پلیس هست علیه مردمش در امریکا. مطلب دوم ریسیزم هست در بریتانیا. احتمالاً خشونت پلیس هم در ادامه میگه.
It's just a problem in the US and we don't have that problem in the UK. Is that true? And lastly, number three, what can we really do to help? Okay, so let's start with number one. Actually, you know what?
خب حالا به هر صورت این ویدیو رو من کامل نمیخوایم بذارم. ری میگه که این عجوبه ها رو از لپتاپ در میاری. نه عزیز، من اینا رو از لپتاپ در نمیارم، جمهوری اسلامی اینا رو از لپتاپ در میاره. من میخوام بهتون بگم که اینا کیان. این فردی بود که چند سال پیش در شهر استکهلم سمینار حجاب برگزار کرد و یک انگار شخصیت رسانه‌ای مدیایی هست. نشون دادم که به هر صورت در اینستاگرام و یوتیوب چقدر فعال هستش. این افراد و امثال این زهرا علوی در اروپا تعدادشون خیلی زیاده و متاسفانه پولایی که به هر صورت جمهوری اسلامی از جیب مردم میده خرج اینا میشه. خیلی باید به نظر من ما دقیق باشیم و به هر صورت دقت بکنیم که با این افراد به چه شکل برخورد بکنیم. یه موقع‌هایی هست به هر صورت افراد وارد بحث‌های نظری میشن، شروع میکنن بحث کردن در رابطه با قرآن و غیره. خب این بحثا شاید در رابطه با فردی که حالا به هر صورت وابستگی دولتی نداره ولی خب اعتقاد شخصی داره قابل درک باشه، ولی در رابطه با این افراد که به هر صورت اینا پول میگیرن از دولت‌های مشخصی که در اروپا به زبان‌های همون مردم، حالا این فرد زهرا علوی چون در لندن و بریتانیا زندگی میکنه انگلیسی حرف میزنه، ولی خب ما در سوئد هم نمونه‌های مشابه داریم و غیره کشورهای دیگه حالا دوستان زندگی میکنن. با اینا به نظر من باید با زبون یک مزدور صحبت کرد، یعنی باید بهشون حمله کرد، باید اتک کرد به نظر من بهشون، نه که بریم فیزیکی بزنیمشون. بحث نوع لحن و گفتار هست در کامنت هایی که میذاریم و حالا وارد بحث هایی که با این افراد میشیم. گذشته از این بحث به نظر من یه نکته که مهم هست اینه که اگر در خارج از کشور زندگی میکنید باید افشاگری کرد پیرامون این افراد که اینا جزء کانتکست به حساب آزادی ادیان تعریف نشن. اینا یه سری مزدورایی هستن، یه سری تروریستایی هستن که از جانب حکومت ایران پول میگیرن که بیان در خارج از کشور تبلیغ جریانات اسلامی رو بکنن و این قضیه به نظر من باید این دریوزگی و این سیاست حقه بازی و سیاه‌بازی که دولت‌های اروپایی مشخصاً پیش گرفتن باید به نظر یه روز به پایان برسه و تموم بشه. خلاصه بکنم، به سیاست‌هایی که جمهوری اسلامی داره مبنی بر اینکه پول میگیره از یعنی از جیب مردم ایران خرج میکنه که تفکر اسلامیشو بست بده باید اعتراض کرد. در داخل ایران و خارج از ایران. در خارج از ایران میشه به جریانات و گروه‌های پیوست که دولت‌های اروپایی رو تحت فشار میذارن که به هر صورت در حقیقت مماشات نکنن با حکومت جمهوری اسلامی و یا حکومت‌های مشابه، دولت عربستان سعودی، اردوغان و غیره. گذشته از اون در داخل کشور میشه با حمایتی که به هر صورت از گروه‌هایی که با جریانات اسلامی دارن مبارزه میکنن از طریق اینترنت، یعنی مثلا صفحه فیسبوکی، اینستاگرامی یا تلگرامی، کانال تلگرامی این جریانات رو میشه فالو کرد، ساپورت کرد، کمک بشه که به هر صورت افراد بیشتر این کانال ها رو ببینن و یا اگر حالا به هر صورت افراد میخوان که اقدامات مهمتر و موثرتری بردارن میتونن که عضو بشن در نهادها و سازمانها و احزابی که مشخصا دارن مبارزه میکنن با جمهوری اسلامی و اسلام سیاسی و به این طریق میشه به هر صورت سازوکاری رو فراهم کرد که از جیب مردم ایران خرج نکنن برای ترویج تروریسم اسلامی. به هر صورت مهم بود که ما در این رابطه برنامه داشته باشیم و سعی بکنیم که صحبت بکنیم که این بودجه هایی که اختصاص داده میشه به هر صورت بودجه مردم ایران هست، قرار هست که خرج رفاه، خوشبختی مردم در ایران و کل جهان بشه، نه اینکه خرج ترویج یک تفکر عمیقاً غیر انسانی، تفکر آدمکش، ضد زن، ضد آتئیست، ضد همجنسگرا بشه. و خب میشه و ما میتونیم که به این سازوکار اعتراض بکنیم از طریق پیوستن به نهادهایی که دارن مبارزه میکنن با اسلام سیاسی، از جمله نهاد اکس ماسلم اسکاندیناوی، نهاد ما، و یا از طریق اینکه به هر صورت این افرادی یعنی گروه در اینترنت ساپورت بکنیم از افراد و گروه ها و جریانی که در سطح فضای مجازی با جمهوری اسلامی دارن مبارزه میکنن. دوستان عزیز، تقریبا 1 ساعت هست که من این برنامه رو به تنهایی پیش بردم. اگر نکته نظری در ارتباط با نکات دارید برای من در صفحه اینستاگرام یا فیسبوک من بنویسید، خیلی خوشحال میشم که بدونم نکته نظرتون چه هست در ارتباط با نکاتی که من گفتم. و اگر به هر صورت به هر شکل میخواید که با نهاد ما فعالیت بکنید، حتما میتونید که عضو نهاد اکس ماسلم اسکاندیناوی بشید، با من تماس بگیرید یا با نهاد اکس ماسلم اسکاندیناوی. در بحث وبسایت ما هست، اگر در گوگل سرچ کنید اکس ماسلم اسکاندیناوی، وبسایت ما یا صفحه فیسبوکی ما یا صفحه اینستاگرامی ما بالاخره یکیش میاد بالا و از اون طریق میتونید که با ما تماس بگیرید، عضو نهاد بشید و در کنار ما با ما کار و فعالیت بکنید. جمهوری اسلامی و جریانات اسلامی امروز ضعیف‌تر از هر موقع دیگه هستند. این به هر صورت اختصاص بودجه های اکسترا برای زینب سلیمانی و این به هر صورت گشت ارشادی ها هم نشون از این داره که به هر صورت در حقیقت این افراد و این جریانات بسیار ضعیف هستند. منظورم جمهوری اسلامی است، ببخشید مسیج اومد تو فیسبوک حواسمو پرت کرد. این جریانات بسیار ضعیف هستند و ما میتونیم با یک اتحاد و با یک به هر صورت خط و مشی متحزب و متشکل مشخص یک بار برای همیشه پرونده این مرتجعین اسلامی رو ببندیم و به تاریخ بسپاریم. به نهاد اکس ماسلم اسکاندیناوی بپیوندید، در رابطه باش صحبت کنید، صفحات ما رو تبلیغ کنید، به امید روزی که یک بار برای همیشه از شر این کثافت‌های اسلامی واقعا خلاص بشیم و دنیا روی آزادی و خوشبختی رو ببینه. مرسی رفقا، دست تک تکتون رو به گرمی میفشارم. برنامه بعدی ما فرداست، یک برنامه بسیار عالی و ویژه با حضور رامین پرهام روز یکشنبه خواهیم داشت. این 2 برنامه رو هم از دست ندید. خیلی متشکرم. شب و روزگار بر همگی خوش.